I think about the moments we spent. I just want you to be happy. When someone tries to touch your scars, it doesn't seem to.
Hi everyone, my name is Blessing. If this is your first time coming across my video, thank you for stopping by, and if you are a returning subscriber, you are welcome back. Today's tutorial will be about this hair bow. Now let's get into it. To get the circles I'll be needing for the bow, I'll be making use of this A4 paper. So I went ahead to fold it into 4, just the way you see me doing. Then for the big circle, we are making use of 7 inches, so I went ahead to divide that 7 inches into 2, and it gave me 3.5 inches. So I'll just go ahead to mark the 3.5 inches on the paper. I'll go ahead to mark it across to form an arc, just the way you see me doing. Then after that, I'll use my pen to curve it, then I'll go ahead to cut it out. Here we have the 7 inches circle, as you can see. Now the next thing is to go ahead to cut it out on my satin fabric. I'm making use of satin fabric for this. You can make use of crepe or any fabric you want. Before cutting, I added 0.5 inch for seam allowance. So for the small circle, which is the 5 inches circle, I brought out the 7 inches circle that I used earlier. Then I went ahead to divide 5 into 2, and that gave me 2.5 inches. So I'll just go ahead to mark it across this way, just the way I did for the first one. So I did the same thing, then I went ahead to cut it out. Next, I'll go ahead to fold it this way, then I'll go ahead to stitch it around this area, leaving 1 inch opening at the middle to turn it out. Now this is me turning it out to the right side through that 1 inch opening that I left earlier. Then after that, I went ahead to stitch that 1 inch opening. Then I gave it a good press. I went ahead to define the middle, just the way you see me doing. You can see the line at the middle. Then next, I'll go ahead to place it this way. Then I'll go ahead to use my hemming needle to pass a loose stitch, a gather stitch along that straight line that I have. Just watch the way I'm doing this. Now if you have successfully done this is how it's going to look like. Okay, now the next thing is to use my thread to wrap. I'll go ahead to wrap my thread around it this way. This is it. You can see that it's coming out already. Okay, so I went ahead to stitch it so that it will not lose easily. Now this is it. For the band I'll be using, I made use of 14 inches band, as you can see. So I just go ahead to join it at the end this way. I've done that, and the next thing is to go ahead to pass my elastic through it. The elastic I'm making use of 8 inches elastic. I divided that 14 inches into 2, which is 7 inches. Then I add 1 inch to stitch the elastic. I'll go ahead to pass my elastic through the band. This band part is totally optional. There is this stretchy elastic. Is it elastic? Is this stretchy rope that they usually use for things like this. So you can make use of that, or you can go ahead to attach a clip at this point. Okay, so if you want to attach an elastic just the way I did, is okay. It's actually okay. Now I'll go ahead to take this over to the sewing machine now to stitch on the elastic. Then I'll also join the band, and this was it after I was done. The next step now is to attach it to the bow. Okay, so I made a small band that I will use to wrap around the bow and the elastic, and this is me wrapping it around. So I'll go ahead to fold in the edge of the band this way. I'll fold in the both edge of the band, then I'll go ahead to take this to the sewing machine to stitch. And this was it after I was done. You can see how neat it came out, and that is all for this bow. Let me know what you think about this video.
Be happy when someone tries to touch your scars. It doesn't seem to cure